season is more or less more or less determined. There's a possibility we might be able to notch up a little bit, but it was a bit hard. On the plus side, our engine development for next season is going very well. We sort of got stuck in the season where it was going to be tricky to make a good performing engine that doesn't have illegal parts. It's like a very kind of awkward thing, and we tried to pass spec engine part this season, which didn't work out. But engine development is going. Actually, just finished an engine part, and I've got another going on over here. And in fact, we might do one more engine after that, and actually catch up very dramatically in our engine development. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, it'll work out. Hey, Gary the Cormorant! You're looking for a word that can be used as a pronoun, a determiner, an adverb, or a conjunction. What do you think of that? I think that sounds pretty good. I have watched Drive to Survive Season 3 yet. Yes, I have. There's certainly some good bits. There are certainly some good bits of Valtteri Bottas, if you know what I mean. That was unexpected. I'm a little surprised that they didn't. I knew they had, limited episodes, and with COVID they had, sort of wonky, filming ways, but I'm really surprised we didn't get coverage of either Hülkenberg replacement driver or Russell's replacement drive in the Mercedes kind of thing. That was a little bit odd. But overall it was fun. I mean, the thing with Drive to Survive, and it's always the case, is it's highly dramatized. Right? It's not a show that's meant for people who are hardcore F1 fans, because the hardcore F1 fans are gonna A, already know most of the stuff, and B, be like, well, that's not exactly how that happened. It's some stuff that's being presented in an extra dramatized way, and it to appeal to people who are casual or maybe not even F1 fans, and it's dramatically increased F1 viewership. So it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. So, but if I go to the Formula 1 subreddit, everyone's like, oh my god, it's season 3, it's so much of it, that's not exactly how it happened, and it's yes, that's true. Welcome to all television ever. It's just, though usually you're not aware enough of the reality to realize how dramatized reality TV shows are. Shows like Survivor or whatever, right? The producers pick the villains to showcase and how to showcase them and tell the story, and they could edit it completely differently. So, F1 wants ratings. Allow fans to vote racers off the track. Okay, let's everyone vote to boot Mazepin. There we go. Done. Sorted. Hey, Lucky Dead said, we got some resubs to read. Let me read those real quick so we can get a racing without too much delay over here. Lucky Dead Set with the 15-month resub. Thank you very much. Thanks for finding a way to make our weeks bearable. Always enjoy catch a stream or watch a Let's Play to lighten my mood. Hope you enjoy many more years of your content and soothing atmosphere in your community. Well, thank you very much. Tiny Dill has resubbed with Prime for 4 months. Excel Miguel at 21 months. Indeed, with the F1 series, so excited. Crass or Shrass at 80 months. 80 months from Shrass. Lodgerins at 74. Sun Castles at 8 months. Last Revenants also at 74. PD Kate at 17 months. Krieg Zoshi at 43 months. Scalloped Scott, that's a good name, at 8 months. Hey, cool, big fan. Just about every game I play is for me watching you play. Keep it up. I mean, that's what I base most of the games I pick up too, is other people playing it. I'm like, oh, that looks really cool. Okay, I'm into it. This is better than reading old PC gamer magazines and stuff, isn't it? Just actually watch other people play a game and use that as a decision-making process? I think so. Marley is Dog with a 1-year Twitch anniversary. Thank you very much for that. And just now we've got Mega Vendon coming in at 22 months. And a shoot-out to Mr. Brightside, who just provided a little bit more to the tire and petrol fund. Thank you very much, Mr. Brightside. Sorry I missed the beginning. Is Drive to Survive worth it? Well, I watched all the races, but somehow are not drawn to that show after season 1. Yeah, well, it depends. I mean, I don't know. Is it worth it? Well, I mean, if you've already got Netflix, it costs literally zero money other than your time. Is it better to watch than something else? I don't know. It's hard to say, man. It's really hard to say. On the other hand, I believe it is episode 3 of season 3, where you really get you get to see another side of Valtteri Bottas that you may not have expected to see before. All right, folks, let's get racing. Right, so, new engine set up. Monty's a musician now, which is very exciting. Sponsors are in fine shape. In fact, we don't have anything to do with them for a little bit. We don't have a ton of money because we did start another building, and it is developing these engine parts. I think it's 1.7 mil for this one over here. So fairly pricey, but I think it is, you know, we've got to do it. We've got no choice. The engine was not spec parted, so all we can do is try to make a very high performance engine for next season ready to go. So I think with that bot definitely shows another cheek. I think with that we're ready to go. We are going to be racing in Vancouver. Awkwardly, it's going to be raining during practice, but the forecast does predict clear weather for qualifying and the race day itself. Not too hot, not too cold. These very soft compounds, actually, it should be quite nice, the cooler weather here, because they won't overheat. I mean, the temp might still go up if we're, you know, in push mode or something like that, but it'll be very, very manageable on these soft tires, so that's not too shabby. We'll, of course, take Golden Tire as the sponsor. It's not or Tiger, not Tire. It's not very valuable, but it's going to be easy for us to get, whereas getting second and third is not really viable with our current car, which is too bad, because like the bonus is so much bigger with Iceni over here. Like, it would be so much better to just be able to take third and get more money than the second one, but it's not viable, unfortunately, unless something really crazy happens. So we're just going to have to go with that. Hope it works out. 38 laps. Thank you very much, Swaggy. This is a much different stream on mute when I have to talk during the work meeting, apparently, and oh no! Well, you didn't hear me respond to it, unfortunately. Tire loadout over here. I don't know. We'll probably do sort of the standard 2, 3, 4 kind of setup. What's the pit lane like on this one? So, I mean, it does short this corner a little bit, but I don't think it's actually saving much time. I don't know if this... I'm going to guess that this pit lane feels about average in terms of time lost. Hey, Nachos! You have an apple cider. I would like some apple cider. Cola and rum. Let me try cider and rum to see how it tastes. I'll return with my findings. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But apple cider, that does sound really good. I think we're completely out of beer in the house. We're gonna have to make a trip to the liquor store soon, but that's okay. Good, don't worry, we still got whiskey. We're all right. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. Maybe it'll turn out like last race. We ended up being able to do a one stop using the hardest compound twice. Now this is a high tire wear race, so that feels pretty unlikely. In fact, I suspect we're probably looking at least a two stopper. But who knows? Maybe we don't bring two sets of softs. Maybe we do something like this, because maybe we can do a super, right? Two stop, and then gives us an extra set of tires for us to use for practice. Maybe that would be better. Here's what I think. I think because of the high tire wear, it's unlikely you can one stop this one. And therefore the soft, like, and it's unlikely that we're going to want to go like soft, super. We can probably do something like soft, super, if not supers all the way through. Last race, very high tire wear. I don't remember. Was it? Maybe it was. I don't know. Tell you what, let's pack 2 in case it turns out we can do this. Part of what helped last time when we did the one stop on the mediums is Monty does have the trait to reduce tire wear on mediums, and so we were able to make sure her mediums were going to last all the way through. That's not going to be the case here. Yeah, tire temp isn't going to be too much of a problem, which also means we're probably not going to be doing conserve to keep the tire temperatures down, and as a result, we may not be able to extend our stint. So it's hard to know in a vacuum whether we should bring the fourth super soft, or just 2 softs. It's kind of in between. I think I want to do this with the Ultras. It gives us 1 to practice on, 2 for quali, and then 1 extra set to maybe use in the race, depending on how it goes. So I think we'll go with this. That's going to be okay. In terms of parts, we've got a new engine, but I believe, well, this one's illegal. Oh, hold on. We do have something we can improve over here. Monty, she's going to become unhappy because of the silly system over here. Monty can use this new engine that I did develop on the way to things. It is better than our current ones. It was just meant to be a stepping stone to more illegal engines that we're going to develop for other things. But we can go ahead and use that with Monty. And yeah, I'm like, if I just do a little change over here, we can get her back to content in this. I don't know, it's such a weird system. It's whiskey and chocolate. Right, and this great gearbox, I think we YOLO'd. I don't remember what it was, but again, it was just sort of a stepping stone because it's actually less good than the other ones that we've got. So I think we're okay here. Nachos again! Apple cider with rum. Oops. Tastes like, what did that say? Refresh faster. Tastes like a taste of water with an aftertaste of rum. Not bad. Somewhat good, though. I don't know. I'm still not personally a fan of rum, so it doesn't seem like one that'll win for me, but we'll see. Okay, I think we're going to be good with this. Okay, let's do it. Right, it is going to be rangering practice, which might make it more annoying for us to get tire knowledge. I mean, we can still practice on slicks, but we'll develop knowledge extremely slowly. Extremely slowly. Clone Monty. Local apple gin. Oh, that does sound good. I just want, like, apple pie or something, you know? The factory upgrade would be nice. We need something like 38 mil or something for it, so we can't do it now. I believe the current building we have upgraded, I think that's the last of the sort of cheap buildings that we're looking to upgrade. And probably the next thing we're going to do is save up for that. Now, there's supposed to be some rangering practice. It's only starting at the end, though, which is convenient. Let's take a look at what the tire predictions are for these durations. 38 laps, so a soft is not really viable. Because it's going to fall just short, really, realistically. 38 laps, we need to do 19 twice, and that's a big ask, so that's not really viable. Although, super is not really viable either, because realistically we're looking at the short end of this, which is 36 laps, and therefore falls just short. Especially with the cooler weather, we're probably not going to want to do much in the way of conserve, and I don't think that's the ideal. Now, the ultra softs are 8 to 10. So we could do, so if we went 17 plus 12, right? 17 plus 12, 29 laps, plus the 8 brings us to 37. We'd still need to extend our stint just a tiny bit to do soft, super, ultra. Soft, super is very, very easy to pull off. Or we could do soft, ultra. We could 3-stop. That doesn't feel like the winner, though. With Monty, 1-stop could work with her trait. No, Monty's trait, remember, is for medium tire specifically. Medium tire wear gets decreased. Unless you're talking about something else. But I don't think Monty has a trait. I think her mechanic has a trait. I think Monty has good smoothness, but Balky has pretty good smoothness. The stats are going to be the same. What's that? Oh, nachos again. Apple pie with whipped cream and a large glass of apple cider. Nice chill spring or fall day. Does sound nice. That I have to disagree on the whipped cream with the apple pie. If it's hot apple pie, I want ice cream. If it's cold apple pie, I want a nice piece of sharp cheddar. If you're not going to be here for the start of the stream, unfortunately, you did miss the discussion about Drive to Survive. I can't answer the same question every 2 minutes because it keeps happening. Every time someone comes into the stream, someone asks exactly the same question. You'll have to go back and watch the live. So I don't know, man. Soft super. Well, I think soft super is an overkill. Because soft should bring us to 34 laps, leaving only 4 laps left of performance. So could go soft ultra. I think soft super would be okay. That's 24. Plus the 17 brings us to 41, which gives us 3 laps to spare. And that might be okay. So if we do super soft, or in some order, means we can push. And especially with the lower temperatures, we're going to be pretty comfortable doing that. Oh yeah, no. Cheese, a sharp cheddar, and cold apple pie is really good. First, it just turns out cheese and sweet things works really well. cheese and jams, for example. Great on a cracker or on toast or something like that. Really, really wonderful. Once you open up your world to sweet plus cheese, it's amazing how much stuff is out there. Super soft, super... Well, I don't think the order that we do it in is going to matter. So what we probably want to do is mix up the order between Balky and Monty to avoid double stacks. So we'll have one do super, super soft, and the other one will do soft, super, super, just to avoid any overlap in the pits. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah, cheese and chutney, exactly, same thing. So we're going to start on ultras so that we can get knowledge for quali. And after that, I don't think anything else matters. So we're gonna practice on ultras, and that's going to be it. In terms of downforce, we have no downforce. So we're going to give ourselves a bunch of downforce. Speed balance is definitely going to want to be on the shorter side. Handling, I don't know. Something like that. We'll leave the handling there and see how that develops. Let's go and... Yeah, we're going to add tons more downforce over here as well. I'll go with something like that over here too. Done, done, done. Practice on the ultras. Feels good. Take practice. Go. In Soviet Russia, force downs you! Those jokes are so dumb, and yet they never kind of stop being funny. I don't know why. And yeah, race trim is the most important knowledge. So we're going to start with that. That's going to be fine. Send them both out. Balky had to do some refueling for the race trim amounts as opposed to the quali amounts. So Balky's a little further behind here. Ooh! Great, excellent, great! Ho ho ho! Ho 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 ho! Perrin Stilton, and yes. Or blue cheese, yes. A very different vibe from what we were talking about, but definitely. Alright, we're 95% already. Let's dial in a tiny bit more downforce. Something like that. Yeah, like that. And see what happens. Speed balance, I think what I'll do is I will shorten the speed balance a notch and see what that does. And that'll give us some useful info for Monty. Balky's coming in now. Ooh! Not as good. I suppose we haven't segued into the cheese shops yet. Yeah, great Monty Python skit. So I think we need quite a bit more downforce here, because it's okay. It's not even good, actually. Quite a bit more downforce I think we're looking for. We know where the excellent speed balance is, apparently, which is good. For handling, I don't know. I'm gonna stiffen the handling first. I know that breaks our speed balance, but it's okay. We know where it is. We'll be able to find it again. Let's send Balky out that way and see what that does for us. Like Munster. I pretty much like all cheese. Although I've never had that cheese with the live maggots in it. And I don't think I ever will. I usually say, you know what, I'm willing to try anything kind of thing. I don't know if I'm willing to try that. That might be a bit much. Okay, I have a hard time believing that the excellent is in between these two greats. There's not much of a window there. I'm actually going to dial in a little bit more downforce over here and see what that does for us. The speed balance was great. Became okay. So we actually have to go to the right of the previous great. Not quite that far. Maybe a bit more. Okay, let's see what this looks like. And send out. Will we do anything for cheese? But he won't do that. No. Downforce, okay, went from okay to good. We may have overshot a great in there. And, I mean, I don't have a whole lot of downforce to add here. This might go back to okay. It could be that our grade is over there, which would be kind of annoying. So the handling was good. Became great. Let's nudge it a little further to the left away from the previous grade. And again, we can find the speed balance again later. That part's easy enough. Okay, downforce was great. Here and here, and then became good. So we did overshoot. So maybe the excellent isn't between these two? That's just such a tiny window for the downforce, though. I mean, this isn't between the two greats. So we'll see what that does. Handling's excellent, so at least there's that. Speed balance was great there, became okay there, is great there. I think we need to bring the speed balance a little to the left, which we can do with downforce manipulation later to equal things, but I'm just going to bring it down like this, see if we can find it. There you go. You're slightly to the left of the previous grate, or slightly to the right of the previous grate, slightly to the left of the one we just did, so right smack in the middle there. Again, we can find the handling again afterwards, and we're in between two grates for the downforce, so hopefully that one does it. Oh yeah, I've eaten other, like, you know, seasoned bugs, chocolate-covered bugs. Those are all fine. So, okay. It's okay, yeah. So, it's good. So, no, we did overshoot with the downforce. It just felt hard to believe that with an okay over here, we're that close to the excellent. Okay, not quite that much. Because we're good here. That'll probably be halfway decent. And then what I'll do is I'll re-equalize these after we confirm that we're in a decent place there. We must be pretty close. It's weird because we started so close on some of these, but we're having to fiddle quite a bit. Alright, so the handling's in the excellent. We don't know where the excellent speed is. It was great here. It was great here. So there's a great, we're still in the great zone. That's kind of annoying. Downforce, great, and again, we're in between the two greats. I'll give it a tiny bit more downforce. We're pretty close with the 95%, though. It's actually being kind of annoying. Just stay out on race trim now. So we'll leave Monty out. We can do another adjustment when she comes in. The excellent is about as wide as the orange line indicator. Grade is about 1 tick of tire camber. The excellent, that you think it's that like 2 pixel wide? It might be that narrow. Okay, so we know all the excellence now. So we don't have to mess with the downforce because we're there. We know we need to get the handling slightly to the right. And we know we need to get the speed balance. Like, the speed balance 1 notch to the left. That's pretty much bang on. The problem is getting both. Maybe what I'll do is I'll adjust the handling this way. It's pretty close. Okay, that's going to have to be close enough. And then for this, what I'm going to do is going to dial back the rear wing angle. And then add it back in over here. And that's going to be pretty close, but not exactly right on both. There we go. That's kind of dead on. I think that's going to be okay. So we're just going to have... So Balky can stay out as well until we get our full knowledge here. I'm very confident in Balky. I think Monty might still need a little bit of tweaking, but we'll do that when we get ready for our quali stints. I'm going to bring Monty in now. Wow, we still didn't get there. That downforce is actually super duper mega crazy annoying. That was great. I'll nudge it. I'll give us slightly more downforce. Like, just barely. It's whiskey and chocolate! And see where that ends up. And then for the speed balance, I mean, it's going to get a tiny adjustment here. Let me give another little tick. Although we're nudging closer to another great. We'll see. I know, this might be as good as we were going to get over here. We're going to go and throw Monty on quali laps now. I know we're not done the racing yet. but soon. Valky should bring it up quickly. We'll check the whiskey and shop in a second here. There you go. So you're going to be able to bring in. These are level 3, level 3. Oh no, the Underdog challenge is an actual challenge in the game that leads to an achievement. There you go. I was pretty confident we were going to triple excellent over here. 99%, that's fine. So you're just switching over to quali, and Balky's going to stay out for the rest of the stint. But let's bring in Monty on this one. So we actually, okay, well now, this gave us a lot of information. We actually moved all the way out of the grate, which is actually very useful info. Oops. I don't think we've ever been, nope, hold on. Over here. Well, it is a little bit more. I'm bringing it down to like 17.5. We're definitely going to be in at least the great zone, but we're not actually on any place where we ever were with the downforce. In theory, the speed balance got worse as well. I think the speed balance actually wants to be... We've never been on this exact speed balance. A little more back a little bit, and then where did I want to be with this? Okay. We're having bad luck with Monty here. Just switch to the inters. It'll take slightly longer than pit stops, but then you can move around the track a little faster and it's going to be okay. Just work on the knowledge. If we have to, we're going to send Monty out with 95% confidence. At this point, it's just important to get a little more knowledge. Although her feedback is pretty bad. So she's not adding a ton, but it might be enough to make the difference. Oh, your tires are completely dead. Let's bring you in, Valky. You're going way too slow. We'll do a quick swap out. Let's give you a little fuel, throw some inters on you, go back out so you can get a bit more info for us, and we'll see what we can do. Loving the handling, that's good. We might be able to get another little test in here. We're still only at 95%. I don't understand. We've never, ever, ever had this. I know the backseat gamers are like, I know what to do, it's this. We've never had that situation. We're actually usually quite good at getting these setups. It's the reason it's my favorite part of the minigame. And that is really not working out. That's really unfortunate. Actually, rather than tweak this, let me add in this way. And we can throw you out for one more little stint. It should update the numbers for us. Okay, I guess it was to the right. Didn't feel right. That's okay. Balky's got a really good setup. Balky's in the best position to make points for us anyway. So for quali, I mean, we're going to go ultra soft quali trim. We're not going to use sweeter spots. Boom. And yeah, you got your 99, which is okay. I mean, I guess we're not park firm aid yet. So what we could do... So you're thinking lower downforce. The problem is, like, the right and left are inverted over here, so people are saying right. So I was moving, you know, right over here, but you think we should add more downforce. So this is to the right of a previous grade. Okay, yeah, we've never been here. It is to the right of any of our previous grades, but we'll give that a go and see what it does. And just YOLO it. We might lose some points, but we're going to give it a go and see what happens. All right, we got Ultra Softs. Take Quali. Part of me is tempted to just do a single stint and keep 2 sets of Ultra Softs to give us a few more options on race day, especially depending on safety cars. But I think we should still go. Even though there's less tire grip on the first stint here, there's plenty of times when the first stint ends up being our best. So I think we are going to go. So terrible. Oh, no, oh! I was seeing the stats, but I guess it was because of the things. Okay, 9th and 10th on our first stint is not bad. I mean, no one was hitting much grip, but that's not bad at all. There we go, we get to 97%, which is going to be fine. Okay, so now we're just going to wait until the last possible minute. It's about a minute flat-ish to do the stint. So we'll send you out at maybe 2:30 just to give us a bit of a buffer here. Hey, Plain Coast. Oh, yeah, there's another whiskey and chocolate fund I've got to check out in a sec here. All right. Fresh set of Ultras. We'll try to give another stint here. You know, I said it might be nice to keep the extra tire options open. Overheated brakes for both. Watch us just not improve despite the track grip. Nope. We're not improving at all. So we did just burn an extra set of tires for no gain. Ah, that's unfortunate. All right, before we go to the race, what is the whiskey and chocolate situation over here? We got, yes, a few minutes ago from Gold One. Thank you very much, Gold One. Hey, Quill, love the Evil Genius videos. Hope we'll see a series when the game comes out. That's the hope, certainly. So again, the game comes out on the 30th, but I can start making content for it on the 29th. So hopefully we'll do more Evil Genius. Let him dare 1 month away. I am hoping to participate. Yes, I am hoping to participate. That's the hope. We'll have to see energy levels and different things like that, but that is certainly the hope. And Plain Coast Backseat Gamer, thank you very much. Select the right settings. It's easy. So 11th and 12th is actually a really good start for us. I did send them out on the second one because I was hoping to guarantee, because there was a good chance someone might be able to beat us, beat our first times, and we would have like dropped down a little bit. But turns out we didn't need to do that, so maybe we shouldn't have. We're going to race trim, and we don't need intermediate tires. I guess I'll give you the Ultra Soft tire, Chica, even though we don't really need... That will definitely dip into we would prefer to be on intermediate weather, but I think with our high adaptability, I don't think it will be the we need to be an intermediate. I like chat right away. It's like, one person says, start on inters. Someone else says, that's still slicks weather. Guys, Twitch chat, I don't know why I can't take your advice. Your advice is always so clear and non-conflicted. I think we start on slicks. Again, I think there'll be a slight period where it'd be like, well, if we had the choice for this lap or this lap and a half, we'd maybe prefer to be on intermediates by like, you know, a fraction of a second. But I think overall, we just go with plain slicks. Let's see, that's 10 laps. You know, that's actually going to be about 6 laps where we would prefer to be on inters. Where it's going to be in that cusp of transition. Hopefully our adaptability means we don't need it. Problem is, if we start on inters, the first 3 laps are going to be garbage. Now, we have to slick. We have to slick. As far as we know, the AI is going to be starting on slicks. So I think that is correct. I don't think we're going to split strat for the weather. We're probably not starting on ultras. I think the split strat we are going to do is someone's going to go super, super into soft, and the other person's going to start on softs and go super, super, so that we don't have to fight for the pit stops. I think we're going to split strat that way. But I don't think we're going to go on wet weather. I mean, you're right. We could burn through 3 or 4 laps on ultras and then switch to inters. But I'm not convinced we're going to save 20 seconds. Because that's ultimately what we'd have to do. We'd have to, between running on ultras, which are faster, and then switching to intermediates with maybe a marginal performance gain. Hey, Tony! Maybe a marginal performance gain. Could we make up the 20 seconds we're going to lose from having to box to go from ultras to inters? And of course, then we're going to have to switch from inters to another tire as well, although we're kind of already going to be boxing at that time regardless. I think we're going to do this. I think we're doing this. What's the message from Tony? Clearly the solution to it, chat, is put inters on the left side and slicks on the right. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? That sounds great. That sounds good. And we can push a little. First of all, we're going to go to orange engine mode. And with our 2 super plus 1 soft stint plan, I think we had about 3 extra laps we figured in wear. So we can definitely afford to do a little bit of push. Although, mostly what it means reduced time spent in the lowest performance band. Which is going to be more of a thing on supers than on the softs. So we'll go ahead and do this. Hard to burn and gain first laps drivers is close. Yeah, because you have to do hardcore overtaking. Like, if you had free air, then it might be easier to do certain things with the tires to, like, go on slightly faster tires and pull out ahead that way. But we're not going to have free air. We're going to have to do overtakes and things. So there's a good chance, even if the ultras plus inter strategy turns out to be at least 20 seconds faster than not, which feels hard to believe, there's a good chance we don't actually get that value, by virtue of the fact that we're going to have to overtake and other cars are going to get in our way, and therefore it's no good. If we were starting in first position, if we were starting first with like 1-2, then it could be very interesting. And certainly, you know, some people are doing the ultra strats over here.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
I would still be surprised if people box for intermediates. Maybe the ones on ultras are planning on doing it. We'll see how it goes. I'm not a fan of the rolling start either. Frisco, were you expecting punishment? Get out. Get out. Stay quiet! Alright, let's fast forward here. And any moment now, the race will be on. So we're starting 11 and 12, which is decent, very good for us. Although, right away, is that fourth scythe that just... We're still 11th and 12th. Oh, Monty! It's Monty that shoots ahead of Balky. Monty, who's on worse tires... But, I mean, it's such a wall of cars over here that's basically impossible to see. We're in 13th for a second. How's it going to shake out? Balky's all the way down to 14th. Okay, back to 13th. Monty's doing really well on the worst tire right now. But mostly it comes down to, like, how are you lined up compared to the other cars? Chica down to 14th place. Back up to 13th. Neck and neck. Back to 14th. Here comes a little bit of that rain. Push, push, push. I can't really, you know, or do any tricks like that. Monty on the inside takes 11th from Surkov. Okay, so if we are going to move up, it's going to be by beating Panther, which is going to be hard because they do have a 22-point lead on us now, unfortunately. But it's possible. So Surkov and Piaget are still our primary people that we're looking to earn more points to, but it feels kind of hard to believe that we'll be able to do that at this point. Balky's trying to make a move. Is going to... Oh, maybe. Oh, my God. There's going to be a huge swap here. It was 11 and 13, and now Monty's the one who's falling back through that whole exchange. We do have ERS available, but we don't really have clear space to work with here. That being said, I think it's worth doing a double ERS on the back straight over here, because we're losing some position that other people are hitting it. And there might be a little bit of something to gain here. And position is pretty king, but... Okay, Balky came out okay there in the end. Back up to 11th, which is where Balky started. But Monty's down in 15th place. So it will be interesting to see if anyone pits. I would be surprised, But yeah, we'll definitely be hitting some intermediate weather. Some, like, a period where if we could insta-swap tires, we'd prefer to be on intermediate for a few laps. But I don't think it's going to be that much of a difference. And, wow, someone's Erzing past us there. Deploy the oil slicks. Okay, we're going to pull back on the tires, because we don't want to burn through them too quickly. And they're certainly heating up. Fox pitted? Oh, there we go, right there. So they are 15 seconds behind 19th place. They've got a 15-second gap to Wig. Want to build up an ERS charge here, so that when we use it, we make it count. Monty falling back a little bit more. Damn. No one boxed. So 14-second gap. So Fox might be performing a little faster than Wig currently. But again, 20 seconds faster? Don't want to... You know what? This is a good place for Balky. Use a bit of a boost. Then gets tucked in behind someone, but might have helped fight for that position a little. May have been a waste of power. We'll see. How's weather developing? So, as far as we know, the rest of this will be dry. And yet, we're on the cusp of interweather. Is someone else boxing right now? Piaget is boxing now. So she's only going to get about 4 laps worth on those intermediates. There's no way that's correct. So, okay, Fox and Wig is who we should sort of compare, right? Because Fox is behind Wig, or I don't know, something like that. I don't think Fox has gained at all on these inters. I mean, still last, 10-second gap to Piaget, who's in the box. We've got some power. Where's Monty here? There's just such a wall of cars. Balky, I do want you to stay ahead of this wall, though. So let's go ahead and boost. It wasn't necessarily the best place for overtakes. No, that actually worked out pretty well for Balky. And yeah, this back straight really is the best place to do ERS and overtake. I'll keep accumulating the charge for Monty for now, though. Just 1/2 of Panther Ruin, and we need Surikov to crash. Yeah! Don't worry about it. So, Monty, we're going to give you a big ERS boost here as we get onto the back straight. So, we're hitting the high point of water now. And yeah, rule of thumb, past the R over here is like... Because I think it's past 20% moisture, which is about where this is where you'd prefer to be on the intermediates. But with adaptability, you have a wider range. Get around the hairpin. All right, let's go, Monty. Kick some ass. Try to get actually around cars. Thank you. You might have enough to get past the next one. The other way to see is when you're shooting up spray. That's a good hint that you'd rather be on intermediates. But it's only just barely. Martson is dead last, actually. Oh, Martson boxed, but not for intermediates. Boxed for softs. I wonder, did Martson... Martson started on super softs, not ultras. 5 laps on super softs and then boxed. Bold choice. Monty just shoves past the car and then has to stop. Oh, man. It actually looks like you slammed Balky forward or something. Actually, I should have, with Monty catching up, I should have given Balky a speed boost to try to prevent that sort of wall from happening. Now, I could speed boost Balky here, but Balky's not about to pass. Who's this in 11th? If Lee doesn't ERS, I'm not going to bother. We'll build up more of a charge before we go. Thanks to the bingo. You're welcome. Was it Martson that gave you the bingo there, Buff? I don't think that's enough of a charge to necessarily be able to come out ahead. Now, of course, Balky will have to box first because she's on the softer tires. You know, I might give Monty the boost on this. So go Balky and go Monty. As the straight is ending, yeah, I kind of agree. We'll go ahead and do that. Monty did get ahead, and then ran out. Forsyth is boxing. Their ultras are pretty worn. They actually seem to be going pretty slow on those ultras. Water levels are going down. I'm okay with this. Boxing, lots of boxes happening. And someone's ditched their inters. Who was it that had gone? Oh, no! Piaget. Oh, it's Piaget and Fox. They still have theirs on. But now they wouldn't want to be. Piaget did make it up to 11th place. And Fox is up here, although other people are now doing their proper pits. I don't know where they were before they started those shenanigans. No, I'm going to let that go. McClellan's on fresh tires. It's a faster car than us. We might have been able to defend there, but likely not too much. Try to avoid losing this. Tire wear is getting bad. So, Balky's just entered the lower performance band on those tires. Now, with these super softs, we were really hoping to get 12 laps out of them, or actually 11, because we did push for the first stint, which is fine. She's currently working on lap 10. We're gonna go through to the next one. With the super softs, the cliff is 10%. We'll definitely be able to box before that. We're gonna try to get one more lap out of this. And as we come around the hairpin here, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And Monty, you go ahead as well, actually. Stop. Stop, because you're not actually going to pass anyone. So yeah, one more lap with Balky. And then we'll come in for the pit. Fuel's okay. We'd have to remember to go yellow on engine mode for Monty a little sooner. There we go. So, we're going to box here. I think we can probably push this tire and still be fine. We've got 11% to burn on this tire. I think we used 7% on normal mode, so I think it's going to be okay. It is drying out. It looks like it's going to be dry for the rest of the race, which is going to be good. So, Balky's going to do another stint on supers. We're going to want this one to last 12 laps, which should be fine as long as we just keep our tire in yellow mode. We'll go for the 50% charge, and... yeah, the risk breakdown doesn't give us info on the ERS risk. Someone is saying that maybe it would give us there, but it's not that. Oh, Cliff for Supers is 15%. You're right. I'm thinking of softs. Okay, ooh, that's going to be a little dicier there. We're going to go for balanced, and we are definitely not going to push these tires then. We might just Cliff then. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's 10% on the softs. Now, we're definitely going to burn the rest of the ERS here, so when we get through the hairpin, we're just going to use it all for Balky and Monty. Monty actually might be able to get into 9th here. Just had a personal best lap, which is great. There we go. And Lee actually might be hitting some cliffs on his softs. Coming up on the pit. Yeah, just hitting the cliff now. So you're going to come out on yellow-orange. We've got tire change thrown in. Okay, that worked out really well. Fell back here, but that's okay. We've got the charge as well. I might use it next lap. Well, 13th place is closing in. Well, it's not too bad. I think we might wait until next lap with Balky. Hopefully you can close in on whoever's in front of you, and you are closing a little bit, and then maybe we can get an overtake. It feels unlikely. I think we're still gonna be too far away. Monty continues to run well. Seconds ahead. Oh, someone's coming out of the box now. I was gonna say maybe boosting on the pit straight would have let us get by there, but I don't think so. No, that's way too far ahead. We would have never been able to do it. And you're coming in there. You don't need to use your charge. You're gonna be fine. Babalki's gonna do a huge charge run and go, especially with someone threatening from behind like that. Go, 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 go. And you can bring it down. Let's see about maybe using it next time. You are charging at me. Try to defend here. Versus Cujo. Inside on this one. Ah! No, I was really hoping to stay ahead through the chicane. Oh well. Made it hard for them to just take off. Let's go ahead and give Balky another big boost here. So Monty's in 6th. We probably want to pit soon. Yeah, lowest performance band just entered now. We were hoping on these softs to do about 16 laps. That's only 14 laps. I think we're going to do at least one more. Yeah, it's still called a chicane in English, yeah. I mean, I know it's a French word. I'm going to go and put her on yellow engine mode for now. She's still got enough for the race, but 7th place here. If he ERS is again, actually use it now. Ah, too bad. Who's that? Oh, Partanen. Well, that would be hard to stay ahead of anyway. All right, I think I'm gonna box now. Yeah, I kind of have to. The thing is, it's more tempting to stay out through the entire range of the hardest tire compound, because there's not much of a difference between the fastest band and the slowest band. And this would let us stay in the better performance bands for the softer tire compounds a little bit longer. Right? If it goes 16, 12, 12, that brings us to 40. That still gives us some extra... You know what? We do have lots of time. You know what? I can pit now. We can box now for the super softs, and that's going to be okay. Park conditions good. 50% charge, and we'll go balanced for the risk. Let's do this. We're going to come out on yellow, yellow, which is fine. Balky's still got the orange engine mode going on now, which is okay. We can't beat anyone out of the pits with an ERS boost, so we can wait until the optimal straight here. Balky's still fine on fuel. I'm not worried at all. So that's Surikov behind us. Piaget's behind us too, which is nice to see. I'm going to save the charge because there's not really a fight going on and we don't have a ton of charge in there. Now Monty, though, has a fight and has tons of charge. I should have used it just a tiny bit earlier. Hopefully this will still be enough to get us ahead of 2 cars before the corner. I'm going to leave it on here. Yes, 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 get ahead of Piaget. Lovely. All right, you can go ahead and conserve now. That's going to be great. So we're ahead of both of our rivals. No, Surikov. Okay, well, we're sort of ahead, but Surikov's ahead of Monty. Surikov is splitting us. And aiming to catch up behind. We'll be able to see the ERS boost. Nothing yet, so I'm not worried about using it on Balky. Okay. Next lap, we'll probably use it because we'll have tons to burn. People coming up with good ideas for Petra points in the chats? Yeah. I would like to do something cool with it. Sort of ahead is that kind of ahead. Okay, 1 second sort of on either side. So Monty's in a bit of a tight one. Balky is not, but has a fair amount of charge. Let's use some of it on the straight just to kill some lap time here. Pull back. And then Monty will probably do a big charge next time. See if we can catch up to this person who's ahead of us. Although they're actually gaining, which is no good. Piaget? I guess Piaget, yeah. They're French. I'm very inconsistent between my French and English pronunciation of things. It becomes very apparent when I'm playing like EU4, for example, and we're invading France. Like, I'm fine with saying Paris, but I won't say like Lion or whatever. It's like it's clearly Lyon, because like Lion just sounds dumb. So a little bit. You know what, we're doing it into the corner here. Wow, you had a lot of charge. Shit, you're gonna get ahead? No, 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 I still have some left. Good. Bring that down. Excellent, okay. Valky, you've got no one nearby. Yeah, this guy, who's this? Lee. Lee's right on my ass. He's right on my butt ass. We're gonna do another charge here through the straight. We don't have a ton. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter, because if they're not overtaken, then we're slowing them down, which is good. And they're just going to catch up here. Got a ton of charge on Balky, so we're definitely looking on the next straight. We're going to burn through a lot of it. Got quiet all of a sudden. No car noises. Where's the vroom vrooms? You are go for burn. Go for a translunar injection. Okay, go. I mean, 8th and 12th is pretty good. Both are above the sponsor objective. One driver in points. Tire is wearing down over here, but we're going to try to get a couple more laps in. The XU4 might be for Leviathan. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to decide. And then meanwhile, we've got, like, Stellaris with the cool Nemesis stuff coming down, too. We could box this lap. There's, what, 16 remaining? You know what? I think we do. I think we box this lap to go onto the softs. We'll redline the tires. We'll burn the rest of our ERS. Yeah, time to put Balky on yellows, exactly. And then we'll pull back her engine mode here at this point. I think she's still more than fine. And you're going to come out on neutral. Good. Oh, front jack mistake. God damn, that was not a time for it. I don't know if we really lost position from it, but that's still less than ideal. Oh, we're about to get lapped? Well, Holden's still got another pit stop to do, so it's not going to be a real lap, although we're already getting blue flag, which is a bit annoying. It might be it's slowing us down here. So Monty could potentially overtake Piaget here. Piaget. I'm going to keep saying Piaget just for consistency. So on the hairpin, we're going to give it the full beans. I don't know how the blue flags work in this. I don't know if the cars slow down or just, yeah, it's like an automatic overtake. Well, you're going to be boxing anyway, so getting track position on you doesn't matter. I mean, we still don't want to be slowed down by you if at all possible, but... There's Holden in the box. There's a lot of people pitting right now. And we've got someone who's challenging from behind. Specifically, one of our rivals here, Surikov. There we go. Stay ahead of you there. We'll be ready to hit defensive ERS again here. If you make a move on us. Okay, right now we're okay. Good. So, how many laps are we going to do on the final set of supers? Probably just the 12. So Monty's going to finish this lap and then the next one. I think we can just go to push mode here with Monty, and I think we'll be okay. Wasn't pitted for repairs. Wow. Yeah, so you have 10% tire wear, and that's going to be fine. On yellow mode, you should be okay. You're going to be boxing this time here, though. That number hasn't updated yet, but it will just be the 12 remaining. Park conditions okay. 50% charge seems to work out okay. We're going to go with balanced over here. Go, go, go. Ooh, Valky. Power mode, go. Retake that position from Surikov. Although they're also going power mode. But they either stopped or ran out of juice before we did. Can we get through ahead on the chicane? Or here? Oh, we're having to go around the outside. And running out of power mode. Well, that's incredibly disappointing. Maybe I should have gone double orange to get the extra oomph here. Oh, Monty, you got to come out on yellow here. And you did come out in... Oh, well, not as much traffic as I thought. But we're going to try to boost past. Let me actually double orange down the straightaway here. No, it's not going to work. We'll try to get him on the next one. Or maybe on the sort of straight here. I mean, there's one slow bend. Because Monty's on fresh tires, she probably has a lot of speed. Let's go ahead and try to boost past Rib here, apparently. Wait, Rib? Yeah. Come on. Get! Alright, good. So we don't want to be held up by people while we're on good tires. Alright, 10th and 13th now. We're done all of our stops. There's 10, well, for us, 10.5 laps remaining. Some more pitting up ahead, although it's unlikely to improve our position. Van Cloysen's definitely going to have to box, which might actually give us a position there. But otherwise, we're going to have to do all of our overtaking on track here. So overall, Balky's improved one position over the course of the race, and Monty's lost one position over the course of the race. Charge is fine. Fuel is green now for Monty, so we'll be able to do a little bit of orange soon. Actually, 20% charge isn't that much. You know, okay, let's just try to stay close, Monty. We'll charge the batteries a little bit more. We'll try to get you past Piaget next lap. If that sounds good to you, Monty. Whoa! Safety car! So we can do a cheap pit right now. Right? Not lose that much time. However, our tires are good to the end of the race right now. Like, we could pit now, go to ultras. Or we could stay out and potentially gain a bunch of track position. Here's what I propose. Balky pits. I know Monty doesn't have points, but Monty's got really fresh tires. I think Monty is going to stay out on her fresh tires. Balky pits for ultras. And yeah, ultras will last until the end of the race, because they're 8 to 10. There's 8 laps remaining now. Well, 9, 8, 9. But we're going to do a couple of laps on their safety car. Surikov is pitting from 8. I think I like this. Oh, I guess, yeah, we could just charge through the 25%, because we got 55% already. It might backfire, but it sounds like fun, overall. Yeah, we're just going to do a 25% charge to reduce the risk of failure, because we don't actually need more charge than that. I know Balky's going to have to overtake some. But she might be in a really good position to do it on the restart. Make sure to reset tires. If we're going to ultras, you mean something else? Or did I do it? Or did you mean the blue? Maybe you meant the blue. Does ERS not charge during the safety car? Oh no, there it goes. Because it definitely should. Balky's saying, oh my god, there's a safety car. Should I come into the pits? You dense Yeah, only losing 3 positions isn't bad. Muritson's getting a chance to do some repairs, which is good there. Monty's moved up, so we still have a car in the points. Hopefully our tires don't get cold. Oh yeah, we're gonna have full charge and brand new Ultra Softs. Nothing else, we might be able to do a fastest lap. Monty sandwich between both Panthers, that's true too. Alright, safety car. Tires. We just want to make sure they don't get actually cold. We go to conserve here. And then I can... we may have to do a little bit of push. You know what? Let's go neutral, neutral on both right now. You dense Motorsport Manager, yeah. Monty's gonna have lots of fuel. We'll probably red her engine for the restart. In fact, we might red both for the restart. Alright, you're in. Yeah, you're in. I think, yeah, the racing has just started. So once the safety car actually disappears is when it starts. Red, red, ERS, ERS. Everyone is doing it. So we want to be cool, like the other kids, too. Valky's made up a place. It's looking good for a second there. Someone actually had a big lockup and went wide. 19th place is being lapped. Go, 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 go. Nice. Nice. Oh, it's still a cluster F of cars here. This blue flag car's really got to get out of the way. Absolute chaos, but we're 9th and 10th. Hell, we may want to give team orders here. Team orders for Monty let Balky through? Well, I mean, she's got most of the good tire time out here. I think even though this is going to be short, we'll go ahead and give it a little ERS. Oh, we got ahead and then fell back again. Dang. Oh, then fell back a bunch here. We had such a good restart. What happened? Oh, hold on. You got to go back to medium engine mode. I meant to put you on orange earlier. Well, Balky's ahead in 9th, and in fact, potentially getting another... Let's just boost here for a sec. Just try to lock that in and maybe go on the inside. No. We got a little boxed in, but we've got the inside here. Balky's holding on to 9th. Monty's fallen back a bunch. Maybe we should have boxed Monty as well. Actually, let's keep you on the high engine mode for a tiny scooch longer here, Balky. Well, maybe not. Maybe we'll wait for the overtake opportunity. Fuel's good here. Tires should be okay to the... Surikov just took a huge trip off this corner. That's 2 cars in like 3 laps that go mega wide on turn 1. Holy cow. Alright. That 9th and 14th? Wait. Everyone from 14th... Why is there such a huge gap between 13th and 14th? How is everyone in 14th place and below getting lapped? Because of the way the safety car caught them up. Because the safety car didn't pick up the first place person or bunched up the traffic. That's really weird. That's why in real life, when the safety car is coming to an end, they let cars unlap themselves. Because otherwise it like 100% just destroys their race and they're just doomed. Also, it leads to like really messy overtakes because you got faster cars trying to overtake slower cars as quick as possible when there's a lot of traffic and you tend to get accidents and things. I'm gonna go and boost here. I know it's a short boost, but shit's like intense in this corner here. Same thing here with Monty. Plus, maybe we can just get past the blue flag cars a little more cleanly and get on with the race. Come on, Monty. Come on, slot in there. Not quite. Ugh. Double points finish is eluding us here. Alright, Monty. Go into high mode here. It's such a short charge, but we are neck and neck with someone. We need to give it just a little oomph. There we go. Alright, 9th and 10th. And 14th between us. For reasons. Keep you on orange mode. And Balky's not close to anyone, although I think we can probably orange mode you until maybe the end of the race, Balky, because of your incredible efficiency with fuel. So Piega's ahead of us by 2.5 seconds, so unlikely to catch anyone there. Race leaders just started their final lap. There we go. So we are now on our final lap. Fuel. You need to sort of balance there. We can definitely push these tires, actually. In fact, we can redline you. Maybe just push, because the cliff on the Ultras is as 20%. Maybe actually we need to keep you neutral. Maybe we'll do a little bit of pushing right at the end. There we go, past the blue flag. And there's really no one else to overtake with our power modes here, unfortunately. Although we can defend against 11th place. We'll go to push instead of red, because I think it might have been a little too much for us to finish. You son of a bitch! No! Hang on, we got some... Brr! Oh. We did hit the cliff right at the very end with Balky. We still had 4% to spare on Monty, and a little bit of fuel. Maybe we could have gotten a tiny bit more. Ah! That's frustrating. I don't know, maybe we should get rid of Monty. We'll feel better next season when we've got an actual engine in the car. That's the problem. We got the sponsor objective. Yeah, that was fine. I think the Ultras definitely worked out there. Especially with Balky's tires the way they were. Like, it made it much more an easy call. No illegal parts. We do get some points, but not as much as Panther Racing Group. So, I mean, we're not going to be moving forward here. I don't think. Organize riots, you get rid of her. I think we got 2 races left in the season. Maybe 3. Yeah, right now we can't really pass people on the straights unless we've got the ERS, because our engine is garbage. But we just had a bad selection of random parts. Next year, our engine's going to be pretty good, though. It should be much, much better. Mail. Interview. You're just gonna ask me another driver? Yep, sure. Pit crew. Check to see if there's anyone we might want to hire. We don't own anyone who's got such a low stamina that they've got a built-in mistake chance. Well, hello. Oh, we're hiring you, that's for sure. Now, I don't think we've got any room, so we're gonna have to fire someone. So let me, I think this person over here, who's only got 20s in ERS and fixing, which doesn't matter, and has low stamina. So, Rao, you're out. Instead, we're going to get this God tier one over here. Now, this one's not bad either, because they'll end up with a 20 for the front and the rear jack, and 20 fixing. But, I mean, you don't have that much stamina, so no. And then over here, you'd end up with a 20 on both jacks, but that would be it. I don't think we're interested in you. Then prioritize the tires. Oh, wait. There you go. Rear jack of 20 with 0%, thank you. Front jack of 20 with 0%, like that. And then, yeah, these fixing jobs don't really matter. Just gonna swap these two around, yeah, which isn't what I want to do. Let you rest, we'll just go ahead and swap this in. Something like that. 0% mistake chance. We don't care about the fixing stats because we don't do any fixing during the race. So, we just keep ignoring that, and that's going to have to be okay. Okay. Advancing forward. Car repairs are complete, yes. We don't have any real reliability work to do, so I'm putting everything into performance gains over here. Yeah, you have to work on this engine here, because we need these numbers to be as high as possible for next season. And yeah, in terms of racing... Oh shit, we have 4 races left to do! So it's going to be Singapore this time. Next week will be Sydney and Dubai. Then it'll be Ardennes and the post/pre-season, the inter-season. Singapore. Look at this track. We don't know if fixing handles ERS. We have no idea. There is an ERS stat. So maybe? Like, that's something we're not clear about. Pit crew, that's what I'm looking for. I'm, like, just clicking around. Like, there's an ERS stat. So I don't know for ERS if it's, like, the total of everyone's or if it's just using the fixing. Because what's annoying is you grab fixing. It doesn't highlight the ERS column. So I don't know. We'll probably have to, like, decompile the code again to figure it out. Alright, I'm still good with this. Yeah, that's fine. Check contracts. I think everyone's on a, on 9 races left. Daisy Parker's gonna retire. Let me see, you like our lead designer. Oh, excellent. They're all jealous of Jenny. Ribby told me you want to kidnap her. Nice, Jenny. Yeah, I mean, she does have some pretty good parts and some good stats too. I think we're still using that engine though, aren't we? The original engine? Aren't we still using that? And there's like just 2 points to go. What am I looking for? Cars. Cancel. Let me check. Yeah. And that's the thing. We're going to be using these 2 engines until the end of the season. There's not much to be gained there, but we may as well try to squeeze a few more points just for the sake of this season. Renew Jenny's contract? Is she nearing the end? Yeah, 3 months. We may have only been able to get her for like a 1 year. I don't know. I think we should renew her though. Yeah, she probably just wanted a short contract. Well, and Alex, I think, is pretty good, too. I think we should renew Alex and Jenny. Before I go and accidentally misclick something and ruin, like, our entire career, let's just go ahead and save the game. Yeah, Monty is not, like, she had the 5-star potential, but I don't know if it's really getting there. We're gonna renew both these. We could look to get someone else later on, but aren't very important to me. But I'm assuming you're gonna want to get paid like about the same. You're gonna get a pay cut apparently. Weird. You want a long contract, which I think is fine for now. Bonus sizes aren't very important, but what I will do. Yeah, then there's the marketing reasons. That's one of the big things with I mean, you don't really care. We can give you... We'll offer you some as a bonus. That should still classify as a green thing. The problem is she's got no patience. Still, this isn't going to offend her. This should be fine. And yeah, I quite like Alex. Need to renew after the end of the last race for the contract math to work out. Oh, otherwise, what? It's going to be slightly shorter than expected? I don't know. We don't have to offer a bonus because this is a renew, which is nice. I don't know if we do it after the last race, I think then the long contract is as long as possible. Here, I think it might be okay. It's amazing. The wages aren't very important. Literally the most we can offer is what he's getting paid now. I'll just bring him back. I'll bring it back 2 clicks, maybe. He's got more patience, so we can mess with him a bit more. Yeah, so effectively, this is not a, this is not going to be the full everything, but that's okay, because we're not paying a bonus, and we might want to make some adjustments. So we'll offer some of this just to make it that much more. This is what? 1, 2 clicks down? Maybe 3 clicks down. Maybe we can save some money off this guy. And he's patient enough, so if he's not happy, we can tweak it, but she's a bit more of a... she's less patient, so it's going to be a little more important for us to actually offer a decent amount. Okay, engine design, did it actually complete? No. Oh, it's going to complete after the race. Alright. Fine, fine, fine. So pit crew have been rotated. Okay, what are we looking at for a race here in Singapore? High tire wear, very high fuel burn. Medium tires are available, which means potentially great things for Monty because she can use her reduced medium tire wear trait, and therefore maybe do this as a one-stopper. That would be nice. 37 laps. No rain, a bit on the warmer side, but not hot. Not scorching. We'll do this. I mean, we could open up the possibilities for both of them to do a one-stopper. It's a little harder to do on Balky, most likely, because, I mean, depending on exactly what kind of durations, but it might be possible. It's interesting this does not say that it's a high maximum speed is important, because to me it looks like this whole thing would be very max high speed reliant. There are some sharp corners here in the city part of the circuit that, you know, would maybe emphasize acceleration, but I don't know. So this still gives us 1 set of super softs to practice on, 2 sets for quali, and then 1 to spare. It looks like the alien from American Dad reading a book. I like that. Yeah, the pit stop, it's hard to tell. You know, like, exiting the pit over here is going to be kind of slow, in a sense, but there's also 2 slow corners there, so I think it's going to be sort of average. Yeah, Roger, that's his name. I think I'm okay with this, and yeah, we'll see if we can do a one-stop strat on at least Monty. No parts to change, because this one's illegal. And these are the better gearboxes, as is. Yeah, I think pit and neutral as well. Not a fast pit, not a slow pit. Okay. Singapore! Pit lane config can actually make you win a couple of places. Of course, focus a lot on agility and cornering more than max speed in real life. Oh, okay. Makes sense then. Oh man, I'm so excited for F1 to be back this Sunday. Well, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday practice, Saturday quali, Sunday race. So what are we looking at here with Balky? So 37 laps. So if we go 18 on these mediums, that brings us to 36. I don't think a one-stop is likely for Balky. Unless, I mean, it is going to be hot. Maybe we can do a bunch of conserve. But I'm going to say that's not going to be faster. I think, much like the last time we did the one-stopper with Monty, we're going to do a split strat here. Shit, even soft is going to be... difficult. Soft, medium, maybe. Which would be the same as the race we just did. Now, we could go soft, and run a bunch of conserve. That doesn't tend to be faster, though. So, I think soft, medium is very likely what Balky's going to have to do. Which is very unfortunate. Or medium plus soft, that would bring us to 19. No. Plus 8, that's 37. 37 laps. Super, soft, and medium. One of each for Balky, potentially. Yeah, you only need 12, 12, 13. I guess that's true. We only need one soft stint to have the extra lap. Maybe we can go soft, and a third soft on conserve. And just squeeze in those 13 laps. Alternatively, if we end up doing soft, and it is going to be hot. Alright, that might be what we go for. So we're going to practice on super softs to get our quali trim the way we want it. So handling's definitely going to be somewhere in the middle. Speed balance is going to be more towards the acceleration. Downforce is probably going to be more towards the high. I might leave everything where it is, though. Or maybe I should shake it up so we can get some more information. I'll dial in a bunch more downforce into Balky. And we'll see if she happens to hit it better or not. We'll stiffen up the suspension a little. And do something like that. Okay. Well... I don't know. We don't know if quality trim matters. Based on the code I was looking at, it would imply to me that it probably wouldn't make a difference in quali, but there might be other quali-specific code. So we're going to try to get the softest tire compound knowledge for quali, just in case. Because we did have a practice where we went without the tire knowledge, and it went, or a quali where we went without the quali knowledge, and it felt very bad. So, we don't know. Might have just been coincidence. We just don't know. How'd we end last race? 9th and 11th? So, not as great as it could have been, but we still got some points. It was a little disappointing. Monty was in the points until the very, 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 very end. Like, the last straight we got double passed on. Oh, wow, we're a million miles away from our config here. Fairly dramatic changes. Balky's closer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull back a little on the downforce and see what that does for us. There's not a lot of suspension left over on this side. It actually might be more on this side. Oh, there you go. Purple speed balance. Wow, we're at 95% with a good. That I'm not used to seeing. We must be really close to the handling. So the downforce was poor, is now good. I'll put in some more. I actually feel like we probably need to pull back on the downforce, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll see what that does for the handling. Wouldn't surprise me if he came back only good. But it'll give us a lot of info. 93. Okay, the downforce being excellent is great because we don't have to mess with it again. The handling was poor is good. I'm wondering if we may have... Oh, it was poor. It was not okay. It was just poor. So I do think we do have to go a little further to the right. And speed balance, I don't know. We'll do something like that. Let's see. It was okay. It became great. It might be like okay, good, great, and excellent. It might be somewhere in here. We'll see what this does. It might be further to the left. But this should give us information. Because if it becomes good, then we know clearly it's slightly to the left. And I think that's exactly what happened here. So it was great. So we want it to the left of the previous speed balance. We're at 94% overall, which isn't bad. Handling was good, became great. Do this. And I think we're going to be very close on Balky. Very close. Poor, good. Okay, poor was there, good was there, then we went back to okay. So, we clearly... excuse me, we clearly need more downforce. Good into here. Might be getting a little too deep. We'll see. Handling okay, great, and great. So right now the handling's in between two greats, which seems nice. And if we just do this to get close... Alright, we'll see what this looks like. But yeah, I think with both drivers we're getting very close here. Triple purple. Yeah, baby. Hopefully it's the 99, not 98. Oh, that's so frustrating. I tell you what, we'll give a little tire pressure tweak like this. Just, you know, one notch on both and see if that goes up, goes down, stays the same, and whatnot. We still need to finish the race knowledge, so let's go ahead and switch to that. And you can stay on these tires to get that knowledge as well. Whoa, triple purple over here. Is this one the 99 or is it also the 98? It's also the 98. How disappointing. So we'll just give a little bit of tire pressure change and see if that does anything one way or the other. But otherwise, yeah, you can just stay out and that's going to be fine. We'll put you both on the orange for engine modes here and just try to get to the level 3 trim on all the things. Bring in. Actually, oh shit, it's too late. Monty's already in the... We're gonna send you back out to do one more lap here, Balky. Sorry about that. 99%! Oh, we got there! Yeah, do one more lap on the race trim. Which should do it. Ah, okay, with Monty we actually broke the speed. We're still at 98%. Okay, so we got closer with the handling, which is great. Now, the speed needs to move a little more towards top speed, so what we need to do is bring down the rear wing angle, bring up the front wing, and that may have gone a little too far, actually. There we go. That'll probably give us our 99. Monty, you can go ahead and switch over to quality trim. And we don't care about any tire knowledges at this point. Yeah, because Monty's not going to use the tire knowledge because she's going to be using the reduced medium tire wear, and Balky's going to be using a collection of tires, so we might just give her the super soft knowledge in case she ends up doing a stint on that because of a safety car or something. And yeah, Balky, you're going to be able to come in. Having completed our racing knowledge and super soft knowledge. bit more top speed on Monty, I think. Oh, to get the stat. Well, we'll see. So we're at the 99% with Balky, which is great. You're going to go to quality trim, do that. And you're not going to be using 2 sets of mediums. I guess you could just switch to that. Because if these tires run out, then we'll be lapping really slow in practice, and we won't get to do as many laps. So we'll just throw her on mediums, because we're not going to use both mediums and Balky. And you can just stay out the rest of the time. We'll do that, and some push. And Monty, right, you can just stay out. That's fine. You're doing your quali laps. Worn tires. In fact, you're going to be cliffing here, which is going to slow you down. Maybe we will bring you in and just swap to whatever tire so that you can get more laps in. Oh, still 98. Well, that's too bad, but maybe a little bit more top speed. Yeah, just a tiny, tiny scooch. So bring down the rear wing angle a tiny bit more. Give it a little tiny bit more front. We moved 1 pixel over towards top speed, and that might be all it takes. You're doing quali, and I guess I'll use a set of softs, since we're not going to be using a bunch of softs. We may not use any softs at all on Monty. The plan is probably medium into medium. The temps are definitely going up on yellow mode over here. Which does bode quite well for Balky, because Balky's probably going to have to do some conserve on at least 1 tire set on her softs. And the temperature will support that kind of behavior, so that's nice to see. Oh, you might be able to get a... Oh, you're out of fuel. Here, go out and do 1 more lap. Where's this race? Singapore! You guys think you'll see Verstappen Hamilton race? Well, the Mercedes, I mean, unless it's been sandbagging, which is, you know, almost their signature move. Mercedes did not do that well in preseason testing because there have been some downforce changes, and it may have hurt them more than a bunch of other people. But part of it, they didn't get a ton of practice laps either. I think they had gearbox issues, which, I mean, less preseason testing does mean, you know, you couldn't make it harder to perform well. But it may not be something that translates to anything that matters come race day. Super softs. We got the maximum kind of trim setup for it. Let's go. Again, we'll try to do 2 stints, especially as people head out here. Mercedes had the fewest laps of any team. Yeah, which means we really don't know what they're like. But also, they did legitimately get less practice, and that may impact them. Alright, let's go. Double good over here. Come on. We did start, what, 11th to 12th last time? Which was really good. Did we seriously just come in dead last? Holy crap! Okay, we're really gonna have to hope this Thanos stint does amazing things for us. What the shit?! Car's going out. Alright. We even had, like, half-decent temperature stuff. And maybe a bunch of teams just, like, upgraded a bunch of their parts. It's possible. Come on. Alright. They're both greening their sectors, so they're both getting personal bests in these sectors. So they're going faster than their first one. Did not hit the sponsor objective. Now, the sponsor objective is only 100,000 for the quali here and 100,000 for the race, so it's not the end of the world. 14th and 16th for a start is pretty bad, though. Damn. Lipinen first. Interesting. Hey, wait, did Partanen switch teams? Partanen was in the Scuderia before. Partanen's over at Quintano. When did that happen? I think that happened last race too, but I hadn't clued in. I mean, we improved from the first set. That's true, but we're certainly worse than the last race. So we know race trim, and I guess I'm going to take medium tires over here because Chica's. No, the plan is not to run medium tires. Well, we might. We might go soft, medium. But I think I'll take the super soft in case we end up with a safety car. And it's the same as last time. A late safety car, and then we do some super soft things. With Rhea, we're going to go medium race trim. And Rhea's going to be one-stopping with the medium tires. That is going to be the plan. Oh, it happens during the off-season. Lipinen's been driving Rossini the entire season? Okay. I guess I'm just remembering. I think we did talk about it before, and I've just forgotten that was a thing. So, yeah, we're going to try to go soft on Balky. It might be a little tricky, but we shall see. We'll run on high engine mode. Neither one of them are going to push their tires at all. At all. Martin change tires? Or change teams as well? First stint always has cooler tires. I was saying it was because of the rolling start, but apparently even if you've got a like a proper standing start, you still start at 25% temp, and I'd just forgotten. Alright, here we go. We're going to be off. So 14th and 16th right away. Nothing I want to modify because we can't push the tires, so we're going to have to start them on yellow. Especially if heat's going to be a thing, heat management's going to be a thing. We want to be on yellow for as long as possible before switching to conserve, which should give us overall more speed. Looks like we're going to lose a position right away with Monty. Oh, Monty's going to get it back! Fighting back against Rib. Excellent. Wonderful. Balky losing a place as well. Nothing for us to do right now. ERS is not yet enabled. And yeah, we really have nothing to play with some of our things. We're hoping that Monty's one-stop is really going to be the Spurious Rat. Balky losing some position here on the softer tires is really embarrassing. In fact, Monty's right up on our gearbox. What is going on here? Okay, ERS is coming online soon, but I don't think we want to use it through these squiggles. I mean, it'll suck if someone passes us by them using their ERS, but ideally we'd like to save it for probably this corner right over here. Maybe here, but probably here. We can just carry it for as long as we can. Even this loop at the end is not, I'm not feeling it a problem in terms of ERS. We might lose a place or two here, but we might be able to get it back with, theoretically, a superior ERS spot right as we come through that corner there. Go, Balky, go, Balky, go! There you go. One. This corner's not too bad. We can do more overtaking. There we go. We're back in the 14th and 16th. We're back where we started. Hooray! And it just used all of our batteries. Surikov started and used supers. Well, that's good. I mean, I don't think we can get championship position gains at this point. I mean, there are 4 races, yes. It's possible, but it feels fairly unlikely. We will see. There's good hopes for Monty on this one, with the incredible tire situation. Monty losing a spot. Well, it was really fighting for 15th. ERS boost there. We're just going to keep the charge. This is such a long quasi-straight, even with this loop at the end, that this, I think, is really going to benefit us from doing, like ERS boost with, 50% or more. They raced me so hard! Exactly. Exactly. We're going full Albon. Poor Alexander Albon. He's such a sweet guy. I really like him. But I'm happy Perez has his seat. All you need is rain for the last 3 races. That's true. Rain is the great equalizer? Actually, no, we don't want an equal race. We need an unequal race is what we need. Yeah, the whole thing was rough because it's like, I feel like Seb deserved a seat. You know, Sebastian Vettel deserved a seat. So I was sort of happy when he got the seat in Racing Point / Aston Martin. Then I was sad that Perez lost his seat. But then I was happy when he got the seat in Red Bull. And hopefully Alex will be back. I don't know. He's not a bad driver, but there may have, I don't know if it was lack of experience. Certainly felt like it was a lack of aggression. And then there's a whole argument as to whether or not the Red Bull cars are actually like balanced for anyone other than Max Verstappen. So we're just trying to accumulate some charge. Temps are going up, not as fast from the mediums, but that's okay. Ooh, that's... Maybe we'll go ahead... Let me boost right away. Just as they get into the slot. Can we get around here? There we go, position gain. And then halt. There's some boxing happening. Oh, there are some worn tires out there, that is true.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
So we're going to want to use Monty's boost probably on this lap. Maybe actually we'll wait one more. I don't think Monty will overfill her charge. And ideally, I'd like to use both drivers' charge at the same time so that they don't hold each other up in awkward ways. And Balky doesn't have much. On the other hand, Balky's, further ahead. Maybe it's now the time. There's actually a lot of position to be gained here by Monty. So we'll wait. I know we got some whiskey and chocolate. 1 second. I'm going to come around here and go and go. And really, it's Monty we're trying to watch here. Oh, she's actually... Oh, okay, there's someone there. Ah! The defensive move by Maritson! Ugh! That took a lot more effort to get past Maritson than we'd hoped. We would have liked to be right on Rib's tail in this situation. Although it looks like we are going to close in still, which is nice. Tire wear, temperatures, we're good there. Fuel is burning the way it's going to be burning. Frustrated Quill. Yeah, essentially you can hear me 8 seconds before it hits the video, right? Curse you, Maritson! Doing his bit for the bingo. Yeah, he's getting quite involved this time. Alright, 12 and 14. We've made up places, which is great news. I mean, we haven't pitted yet, although only 2 people have pitted. So, most of this has been pretty legit. Charge levels are good. Tire temps are climbing slightly, but not too badly. I don't think we're going to have to do temperature... Well, we might do temperature conservation in this lap. It's hard to say. And how many laps are we looking for with these? Right, 12, 12, 13. We've used over half our tire because of the cliff here. But we're 3/4 or 2/3 of the way through our stint. So that's looking okay, I think. I don't want to use a charge right now. Although, no, Monty's in a good position to maybe just scooch past some people. It's hard. She might not have quite enough charge. Get in there! Yes! Oh, just barely. Just barely. That's really good. And if she can hold up those 2 drivers a little bit now, that's going to be wonderful. Wonderful. All right. 12th and 13th is a really good position for us to be in, given how the race started and given, how crap our cars are. Balky might actually be able to make some moves herself here as we approach the ERS corner. I like to turn it on right around here. You know what? I'm going to go back to Harvest now, since they're boosting themselves. It would be hard to overtake, so let's just save the power. Look at that. They were using ERS that whole last bit, and we were still right on their gearbox the entire time. Excellent. Temperature's getting a little high, but not danger zone yet. Let's see if we can get past De Graaf here the next time we get to the sort of straight-ish area. And I don't know what you call, this. The ERS corner. We're not that close. Maybe we'll try it next one. I'm going to conserve a little tire temp so I can give it a little bit more oomph on the next go. Meanwhile, Monty... defensive moves there by Rib. There we go. Just in time for the ERS to wear out. Okay, so Balky is complaining about entering the lowest performance band right now. But she still has 18% left on these soft tires. So we're not boxing out. We are going to box next lap. No, we're not. We're going to go one more. Because Balky is just now starting lap 11. We want her to complete lap 12. So yeah, we're gonna have to be a little bit more patient there. Sorry, Balky. We'll go back up to neutral. Because we're gonna try to do a big ERS boost here. Oh, including a defensive one. I don't want to do it now, but I think I might have to, just to block. That is not my favorite time to use it, but I sort of had to defensively. That's a little frustrating. And we're going to get overtaken there, but... Well, we had to do what we could. Well, Chica might push back a little. Okay, so now, Chica, if we do this, so it actually refreshes this number, at the end of this lap, she will have completed 12 laps, which is exactly where we want to be with this set of tires. So we are now going to plan to pit. She still has 10% left on this tire. We can probably push. We might have a little bit of a temperature balancing act, but I think it's going to be okay. So we're going to be boxing for another set of softs. Box. Charge to 50%. Balance is going to be fine. Go. A little bit of a boost, see if we can get ahead through this chicane. Stay ahead a little bit. In fact, we're right up against Lee here for some reason. Maybe because of our engine and tire mode? We're kind of keeping up? I don't know. We might get overtaken there. It's going to have to be okay. I'll save the charge for when we get out of the pits. You're fine here, Monty. As far as we can tell, everything is groovy. Putting in personal best, which is really nice. That's without any ERS this lap either. Go Monty. Okay, box. So you're going to come out on neutral. Still on high engine mode. That's going to be fine. Why soft, medium, and not soft, medium, soft? What would be the advantage of either? I mean, obviously, we don't know anything about safety cars. They could happen early, it could happen late, so we have to ignore that. If there's no safety car, then what difference does it make? I'm honestly asking. Because, I mean, I don't think there's, like, relative tire grip and like, track grip and fuel loads, I don't think factor into the calculation, like, compared for tires. Yeah, only temperature, so I'm not sure. Oh, and Valky, we're going soft. Not soft, medium. We're going soft. Yeah. That's right. If we're going soft, medium, but even then, whether we go soft, medium, soft, or soft, medium, I don't think makes a difference. Although, I guess if the temperature is going to be a little higher later, then it would be nice to do the medium later. But I think it's going to be okay. Okay, this is going to be, I think, a fine time. Yeah, Balky, go ahead and rip through the power. We might not be able to get an overtake here. But maybe. Okay, stop. Since they're ERSing and we did hit the corner, just charge and we'll try to make a run next time. So with these, so we need to go 19 laps on each. Wait, hold on. Is that the math? We have to go 19 laps on each? Because that would be 38. I mean, yeah. 18, 19. That is going to be a little tight. We might be okay now. Let's keep running here. I think the second stint, we're going to have to do a little temperature conservation. So the second stint's going to be the better one to go 19 laps on. Hopefully we can go 18 on this without any problem. I know I did an ERS boost over here, but I don't feel like it was getting as much. Although, if people are going to box, maybe I'll do a little bit. Because if it can keep us ahead of someone who might be pitting here. No, there's no one in the box, so it doesn't matter. We'll do a big charge in the next ERS corner here. Anyway, the fuel situation is going to be fine because we're just going to go to yellow after we pit. All right, 9th place is Erzing. We're going to try to wait as long as possible. There we go. Because it's actually quite hard to pass on these corners, so they might have burnt, like, wasted a bunch of energy there. We don't really want to give, like, free air to ninth place necessarily. Pull back and keep some charge, not overdo it. Okay. No, tires have no interaction with tire grip, to the best of our knowledge. Might not be true, but as far as we can tell, more grip just makes everyone go faster, and I don't think it matters which tire compound you're on. Whether you're soft or a medium, I think it makes no difference for the tire grip. Okay, you are boosting here. So you haven't caught up yet. Okay, now you're starting to catch a little, so we'll go ahead and boost with Monty. Build up speed, just enough to slow them down, prevent the overtake, and we can conserve since they're no longer boosting now. Valky's got a fair amount of charge. I don't think she's going to overcharge on this lap, though. I think she'll still have plenty of... she won't quite hit 100% before the next lap. She'll just do a big charge then to try to catch up. Some personal best times with Monty, who's currently in 6th. Has not boxed yet, of course. But we're only needing to pit the one time. Van Cloyson, how much power do you have? Okay, not that much. You might try a move here. Nothing yet, nothing yet, nothing yet. Okay, you're going to be fine. In fact, there's a lot of gap happening, so I'm not having to worry about boosting Monty. So we're just going to want to do a Valky boost here when we get to the corner. And we might be able to get something done on this. I'm just going to keep an eye on Monty in case I have to defend. Nope, we're good. And just go ahead and conserve, and we'll build up a charge for the next one, and that might work out okay. Temp's getting a little high here. Let me do a little conserve right now, just because I want to be able to go back to yellow for the overtake attempts. Hopefully we can get close, or maybe I should do it the other way around. Run it yellow now, hope we creep up. We don't have that much to do, as long as it doesn't overheat. Tires are getting a little worn over here. This is... Oh, hold on. Are you on your 18th lap now, Monty? You are, and you've got plenty of tire left. Okay, that trait's really doing good things for us. We'll go ahead and we'll push for the rest of it. We're close on the tire temp. I'm going to go ahead and medium this. We're going to get you to boost, and we'll bring you into the pits. And then you'll do 19 laps on the second one. Because this is going to start at 50% temperature, we're definitely going to have to do some conserves just to prevent it from overheating, which means we're going to have no problem finishing on this one over here. In fact, no, it's not actually possible for us to go far enough to, like, go medium soft. So, no, we'll box now. Conditions are good. 50% charge. Balanced. Excellent. Go. You're not close enough to really use a power mode here. You don't have enough. It probably would be just enough for us to catch up, but not actually overtake. So, with Valky, we'll go ahead and wait a little bit more. Let's go to conserve, make sure the temps are okay. Monty's boxing out. I gotta make sure to put her on yellow when she comes out of here. I'm gonna have to babysit her to make sure I don't miss that window. Charge is good. Valky just going through. Yeah, come out on neutral, please. Oh, Monty might get past by 14th. No, we're good there. Let me just see here, because they could be coming in quite quickly because of the speed. No, we're good. I think we're gonna do double ERS here when we hit the corner. Because we don't want Valky to be holding up Monty. So go and go. Temps are good. Maybe what I'll do is I'll bring your engine mode down now, Valky, so I don't forget. We've already brought it down for Monty. She should be fine. Heat mass sounds good. It looks like with green on Valky, I think the tire temp's going down a little bit, but not much. So we're going to be kind of limited to running a fair amount in this green zone here. Which is going to make her tires work out. Lots of people coming out on mediums. Mediums do feel like the tire to be on. In fact, it's possible, but unlikely, we could have done a one-stop strategy with Valky. But I feel like without the medium tire wear perk from the mechanic, I'm doubtful she could have done it. And yeah, the temp definitely does look like it's going down here on the green, which is good, because it'll give us a little bit more play. And the temp's only going up very slowly on the yellow and the mediums, but we know it does go up. And it's going to get a tiny bit hotter as well at the final stint here. You guys doing hybrid modes. Remember last season when we were doing hybrid mode? It was quite fun. It made the fuel math really, really tricky, though. Oh, Monty definitely has the better strat. The problem is, because Balky has a stop again, right? They're 12th and 13th, but Balky has a stop again. The problem is Balky, I don't think, could have done it without the trait. Alright, charge levels are not, I mean, they're not overcharging. Got a few laps to go. Temp's definitely going up over here. Go back down to conserve just to make sure we don't accidentally overshoot. Using the ERS through this section, I mean, you know, it accelerates out of the corners a lot, but I don't know. You know, in real life with the F1 cars, their ERS systems really kick in, you know, during heavy acceleration, which is when you come out of the corners. It helps you regain your top speed a lot more, a lot faster, which is the real value of it. I think I'm going to wait another lap before I ERS here. But I think in this game, it's not... I don't know how much it affects the acceleration versus just actually bringing people to a new higher speed. Like increasing the top speed more than reaching the top speed faster. Yeah, I like the flywheel stuff too. It was cool. It was probably a little more complicated. So this is... We went capacitor this time, right? The super capacitor. We could split the difference and go battery next time. Although I think the super capacitor is kind of fun. There's a lot of buttons to hit. It needs a lot more micromanagement, but it's fairly enjoyable micromanagement. So, I mean, we're not going to overcharge. We've got no overtakes that are building up right now. You've got a few more laps before you've got to commit. I think we'll wait one more lap. Although if we see a bunch of people boxing now, we'd be quite... You're complaining about your tires. Well, you didn't do one more lap on it. You can actually go neutral here. That's going to be fine. But actually, yeah, you're in pretty good shape. Because you're... Yeah, that's perfect. Lap 24. So that's exactly where we want to be. At the end of this lap, Balky will have done 12 laps on this tire, which is perfect. And then she just has to do 13 on the last one, which clearly the numbers are going to support. We may as well bring her in now. So yeah, we'll do a big ERS charge here. Let's plan the pit. So she's going to go onto softs, give the double charge, balance strategy. That's going to be okay. We'll just burn a ton of charge. We'll just hit the button and let it wear all the way down to 0. In fact, we'll probably do the same thing with Monty. Oh, actually, Monty's being challenged right now, so we might go ahead and hit that now. At the very least on Monty. That we don't lose that position. Monty could maybe go back to conserve here. Let's do it now. Balky, keep running, so there's no reason not to. Okay, you're going to come in, and yeah, you're going to be fine on those settings, which is okay. Monty up in 9th, and again, Monty does not have to box again. This is going to be very helpful. Very helpful. We have a safety car. I don't think we're pitting for anyone. I don't think we're bidding for anyone. Because Monty's tires will obviously last until the end. She could go faster on a softer compound, but here, if other people pit, we're going to get positional advantages, and hopefully we can fight. Pit Monty for softs. I mean, so... If we pit her for softs, we'll definitely lose a bunch of position. Our tires are in good shape, and we're not going to pit. Our tires are just in really, really, really good shape. There's no reason for us to pit. We'll take the free overtakes. I mean, here's the thing: if no one else pits and we do, we're way too far in the order for us to probably regain at this point. If everyone pits, and we don't, then we're going to way up in the order, which might also be good. Although the front leaders are going to be able to pit and come out still ahead of us, which is a bit unfortunate. There might be a lot of that. Actually, I think everyone ahead of us is getting a bunch of free pits. But if we pit now, so for Monty, well, let's say we only lose 10 seconds because of the safety car. We still come out like 15th place. That seems too rough, too terrible. I don't think we can do that. What's the safety car mean? So there's an actual car on the track. This is the safety car. Everyone's got to catch up to the safety car and go no faster than it. What it does is it, in real life, it gives the track crew time to get the wrecked car off the track, sweep away any debris, that sort of thing, because the cars are moving slower, so they have and they're all bunched up behind the safety car, so they have a bigger window with no cars around to clean it up and things. And people are going slower, which means they're not going to, crash in the same spot and things like that. So that's what it's there for in real life. There was a period of time in F1 where you weren't allowed to pit under a safety car. Those races are so stupid. I've gone through the archives. I've watched a lot of old F1 races at this point. Really made up for the time that I wasn't watching much F1, and or any F1 really. And God, that time period is stupid. Yeah, it does suck that the safety car happened immediately after Balky pitted. Because it more or less, she had to pay full cost for the pit stop, which is too bad. If the safety car had come out 30 seconds sooner, it would have been amazing, because Balky would have pit under the safety car. So the advantage of pitting under the safety car is your actual pit stop takes the same amount of time, but everyone on track is going half as fast, so it's effectively the same as your pit stop being twice as fast by comparison. So it's quite advantageous. If you're going to pit while there's a safety car. But, I mean, we couldn't predict that there was going to be a crash there. Yeah. So it's probably going to be quite good for Monty. The fact that Lee's on fresh softs behind her is unfortunate. Oh, shit, are you raining? Really? So let's go up to yellow. That's really rough for Monty, and everyone ahead of her on faster tires as well. Monty's probably going to lose at least a place. Piaget didn't pit and is on the same wear of tires. Balky has got potential for maybe moving up the ranks. That's the one thing. She's effectively on fresh softs. Maybe lost an extra track position or two than she would have if the safety car had come out while she was there. So, oh, it's going to disappear right over there. So the race is going to start in just a second. So we're going to put both drivers on high. In fact, I think you're going to start on red mode, and you are going to push a little to start. And I think you're going to push a little bit to start as well. Okay, and everyone's going to ERS. We've got to as well. Here's hoping Balky can make up something here. And Monty, if Monty just doesn't lose position, we're going to be happy. Balky's actually got to make up some position. There we go, that's one spot. And Monty did lose out to Lee, kind of as expected. I don't know how much pushing we can do. I think we're mostly still going to have to spend a lot of the race on neutral tire mode, unfortunately. Blue flagging going on. More blue flags there, but that's actually just keeping it busy. We did get another overtake. Ooh! And who's this? Piaget with some mechanical issues. One of their parts is starting to feel worn. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Monty's back in 7th, although fighting very, very much with Lee here for it. Again, we might just lose out to Lee, because Lee's got a better car and better tires. But it's not like I'm going to complain about an 8th place finish either. Okay, Balky, you're going to go down to high engine mode here and be able to finish the race on that, almost certainly. Monty will have to go back down to yellow engine mode at some point, but that's it. Maybe we can push a little more on the tires. Maybe not red them, but maybe we can go into push mode. This is still so tight, we're going to want to use ERS here. So, 8th and 11th. Not bad. Not bad. Take it down to 11th? Or 12th now, yeah. I think we have to go down to neutral with the tires. There's still 8 laps left to do. And we don't want to get down to the rim too quickly. Balky is really looking for an overtake here. Now, they're ERSing, so we're not going to do it now. I was just like, oh, if we're being held up. Monty is going to have to maybe defensively. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do it Balky as well here. Just barely staying ahead of Vidal. Barely. We ran out of charge. They had lots of charge left over. 10th 11. So Monty did lose a lot of places in the restart, which is not really a surprise. The important thing is that Balky made up places. That is really unfortunate. That was a really miserable safety car. We would have much preferred no safety car. I think we would have been in a much, much, much better position. Much better. Certainly Monty would be in a much better position. Let Balky through. That's a good point. Balky should be on faster tires here. Wait for Balky to get close. We'll go ahead and ERS so that... Oh, wrong person. I'm going to let them through. Balky, you got to get through fast. Theoretically, Balky should be faster on these tires. And we'll also be able to orange her engine until the end of the race because of her superior fuel management. So all in all, Balky should be faster than Monty. The fans won't be bothered if they're on different tire compounds, right? Some of the team orders things that were the really controversial and upsetting ones are like usually when the cars are otherwise even, and it's like let them race and be strategic. But here it's not the same case. Balky should 100% be the faster car, and Monty would just slow it down. Inevitably, Balky would get by, and it would just be wasted time. So I'm urging Monty here defensively, and then Balky just to try to not have Monty catch up. Unfortunately, Monty was still overtaken here. Just me, or does it feel like the cars are going so much faster? Not even fast forwarding right now. Back to high mode here. I think we're still good on yellow and tire mode. And Monty just losing place. That was a terrible safety car for Monty, because it killed a lot of her one-stop advantage. That's really rotten luck. Monty's in a bit of a sandwich here, so there's not much charge, but we'll use it. Oh! Piaget is boxing. Well, they didn't pit. Coming out of the safety car, I think Monty and Piaget had exactly the same wear on their medium tires, or very similar. But I think we managed it more on Monty, plus Monty's got the trait. Piaget having the box is going to give us, it's going to be really good for us. Plus there's a repair thing. So Piaget's basically out of the race. Surkov is below us as well. But if we're not gaining points... Oh, and Surkov's going to pass us here with an ERS boost, most likely. And we don't have enough to really make that defense be valid. At least Balky's in the points, but... that was such an ill-timed safety car for Monty. I think it could have been better with Balky, but I don't think it was bad for Balky. It could have been better if the safety car was 30 seconds sooner, then it would have made Balky stop better. But I don't think Balky really lost anything with the safety car. But it was really bad for Monty. Maybe we could have pit for tires, but I don't think that would have helped. I think that would have made things worse with Monty, unfortunately. This doesn't matter. This is only between the two drivers. Not being on race mode, I don't think makes an impact on her driving now. Redo the race? What? No, we're not going to do that. What? Of course not. No. Iron Man styles. We didn't redo the race when Monty's engine exploded 3 inches from the finish line. Which would have, we'd be one whole season ahead. Because we would have won the European League, or the Asia-Pacific League. One full season sooner for engine that exploded inches from the finish line. Good ERS window over here. Where are we now? Oh, we're in the back. Okay, so next lap we're going to do a big ERS push. Fuel's in the green here. Balance it here. We don't have a lot of race left. 36 and 37. Yeah, we can... temperature aside, so we can push. We've got enough tread to push. It's just a question of, do we have enough temperature to push? Well, so we may have to pull back before we max it out. Rhea did do some overtaking there. Oh, we got some more boxing. Wow! Alright. Coming up on the ERS corner here. Although we're not really close to anyone, but it's still going to be a good time to do it. Well, Monty might actually be able to do some overtaking. Actually. Come on, you got a little more charge, Monty. Come on, get through. There you go. Okay, I'm going to have to yellow the tires so that we've got a little bit longer before they overheat. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Okay, final lap. Everything's in pretty good condition here. I don't think we can push more. That's close. Rhea could almost... Oh, no. The graph has charged, so... No. Let's say Rhea can almost get another position here, but... In fact, we're going to have to use the charge just to defend against Surikov. Well, at least Surikov won't end up in the points. But, I mean, it doesn't matter right now for our league. Next, you could have red-engined a little bit, as it turns out. That's interesting. It went from plus... Like, it had 0 a second ago, didn't it? To 0.05? Well, this is really good considering our quali, which was 14 and 16, I think. So 9 and 12 is much improved, despite a safety car really hurting Monty's race considerably. What happens when tires overheat? They degrade twice as fast. If they're at 100% or 0% heat, they lose condition twice as quick. Level hasn't been winning as much. This works cars rated. This is actually better than our car is rated. We're outperforming the car some, but yeah, because it's really dragging us down. Oh, Holden. 2-point penalty. 2-place penalty. Wow. Spend less money on helicopters, jacuzzis, more on your cars, Quill 18. Come on. Well, we've got 20 minutes over. Oh, you have a chocolate, whiskey and chocolate pending. I do. Oh, yes. Thank you, Plain Coast Hills. Spring is almost here. Well, technically, it's here. It's on Saturday. Spring is almost here, so I started test riding some motorcycles, getting ready for some vroom vroom in the real world. Wow. That's cool. Spring is here. I mean, there's still snow on the ground here, of course, but technically Saturday was that. Yeah, we did come out 6th overall. Okay, so this is exactly where we were expected. But I felt like we should be doing better, but it's still mostly like our terrible engine situation. Hire Maritson so you can fire him again? Petition to edit the game file to rename Van Cloyson to Van Crashen. Oh, that's funny. All right, well, we're going to put a cut in here because we've gone way over. Next live stream is on Wednesday. Probably going to be some more Crusader Kings 3. Our run as Gotland. That's gone so well. Kiss for Luck is streaming Endzone. Endzone, that great post-apocalyptic city builder. Yeah. That, like, is our new favorite game. A Kiss for Luck. Ava is streaming it right now, so we're going to raid her channel. And we are going to see you guys on Wednesday for some Crusader Kings. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks, everyone who contributed to the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.